Hi everyone, welcome to your July 2019 tarot reading. Okay, that's what we're gonna do here, but before we get into it, give me 1 second. For our subscribers, that's right, for our subscribers, and you can do it too. It's really easy. It's super easy. We're gonna read the weather poem, okay? Because it's fun, and it goes like this. Oh, and remember, if you're watching, okay, this is for sun, moon, earth. If you're cross-watching, that's like your earth sign. That's like, it's a person I want to be with. Okay, remember that. For your earth and rising and Venus too. Okay, cool for Venus. All right, so let's get into it. General readings, take what applies. You throw the rest out, okay? Center of the galaxy is a big black hole. It'll take all that stuff. Doesn't resonate. Our demolition company takes care of it, people. Okay, here we go. For all of us now, here's our weather poem for August. It goes like this. These are the climes that fry men's souls. Sweltering! Parasitoid meteors light up the night sky with letters. Ooh, it's cool. I could put on a sweater. Summer's buglows blow their last call. It's time for Leo, Virgo, all the blessings that come with fall. Okay, thanks everyone. It's so happy and nice to have you here. I want to wish everybody the best in peace, prosperity, bliss, abundance, joy, happiness, prosperity, health and wealth. They're one and the same, right? Okay, enjoy guys. Let's go. Let's get into this. Greetings, Leo. Leo. Welcome, a big warm welcome to all of our Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, and if you're cross-watching, I am too. Got a little bit of Leo. Let's take a whole heck of a lot of Leo. I've got your cards well shuffled. We're going to cut them and get right into it, Leo. Thank you for being here. I wish you all the best in all things. Do you guys remember that movie, or those movies where, you know, there'd be like the spot in the movie where the heroes, they'd be like a little bit like mini defeated, and then they'd be like, somebody would come up and be like, hey, when the going gets tough, that's when the tough get going. And that's kind of, I feel, what's up here this month, Leo. Let's let the cards tell the story and see why. Okay, we'll get 7 cards out, have a look at the overall energy, and then yeah, that'll be a day. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and tap, if you're new here, to the subscribe button. It helps the channel out huge. Overall energy, Leo, the Knight of Swords here. So look at this. This is about life happening quickly now. This is about having to be somewhat reactive at times. This is to have instinct on your side, to have a little bit of premonition working for you. So these are all things that are very nice. You're like literally staying one step ahead of the game, or you're leading the charge. We have Leos in leadership. We have Leos that are like not taking any BS, you know. It's like, if you step up, you better come correct. You're either with us or against us. Isn't that right, Leo? That's what the Knight of Swords says, because this is all about sometimes ideologies and mentalities and how we carry them through into the working world, or, you know, through our life experience, so to speak. So if anybody's standing in your way this month, woe unto them, because you are like cutting through, you're bowling forward, you're effing mobbing, as the kids say. This is quick moving energy now. So as well, for some of you, could have a younger air sign, late 20s to early 30s, somebody in your environment that could be where your intention is set. Okay, feel free to set a little intention, Leo. It goes a long way for these readings. All right, overall energy. Oh, another Knight now. Now we've got the Knight of Cups. So this is kind of interesting when we look at these two together. You've got a lot racing forward and a lot moving forward. This is saying yes, go forward. If you have a love interest, a love offering coming through on the everyday, enjoy it, take it, you know, or leave it. Just make sure that you're doing you. You're staying protected, but you're also staying open. This tells the story of like the good knight who's like slashing their way through like the masses, and then they come upon like an innocent victim, or like a child or an animal that was like caught in the tides of war, and then they would like be able to stop. And like you could be like coming to somebody's emotional rescue this month as well. Okay, so that's kind of nice. So if you get an offering, you might just be for some of you, consoling an old friend. For others of you, you'll actually get the email or the text or the call saying, hey, let's meet, let's go out. Could be happening, could be multiple occasions as well too. You guys are busy this month. Those nights let me know about the busyness of life and the need to like stay on your mount, stay on your game. Okay, sacred creative energies. We pulled this reversal on the Princess of Coins. Some of you are now beginning, Leo, to see the fruits of your labors when it comes to your creative work, whether that's songwriting, painting, anything of that nature. For those of you that are just feeling like expressing, this could be a point where it's confidence is now going to be on the rise. Happy birthday, by the way. Yes, be confident and know your worth and know the value of your time. Okay, because there could be a lot of people drawing on you, but creatively, it's good to take time for that special space that you make, that you can go into, and that you can feel at your best when you're like creative. Maybe you're freshly clean and you've got a good solid idea, and you just take a deep breath in and you go, and it could be changes to your studio, changes to your gallery, things like that coming as well for some of our Leos. All right. And again, for those of you that might have your intention set on career here, this is just saying keep at it. Don't worry about the money. Worry about, your placement. Okay. Three of Wands now up in the willpower, and that's a beautiful card to see there. This is traditional Leo being Leo. It's the time of the season is right for you guys. There is like, you guys will actually that fruits of your labor thing that I was speaking out. The Three of Wands is there just saying, yes, the things that you've set your intention on, that you've dug your heels in, those knights are there and they've both got their heels dug in. That makes Three of Wands. Number one, the intention. Number two, getting stuck in to like do the things it needs to do to make it happen. And then bing, all of a sudden the sun comes up that day and you see it. You realize it. You're like either taking no more stuff from anybody and you're branching out onto your own, or you're starting to grow in a new direction, or all of a sudden you start to see the feasibility, the practicality, and the reality, okay, of your creative ideas or where you want to go, and you'll be able to start like bringing them all together and working on like master plans, outlines, things like this. It's like a broader overview, and it's really nice. Three of Wands is a spirit made manifest. All right, on earth signs, look at this. We've got more court cards up, indicating to me that our Leos are really like probably karmically attracted to, karmically involved with, or at least have their minds and hearts set on some of these earth signs. Now, Leo, what this means here is it's kind of like with the earth sign, it's going to be very important for your heart to understand the nature of the way that they give and take. Okay, and depending on your placement, some of you will already know. But others will be like, yes, this is about, the strong mindedness, the strong convictions of the earth signs now. We're talking Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. They're strong convictions because you hold all of those same traits, I feel. And many of them are very mental. Many of them are very like, this is the way we approach life. This is the things that set us off. This is the things that, we love or that attract us to other people. So you may be finding that your heart is like, really attracted to people of like mind, similar interests. But then like once it's there, or this person you're involved with, it's kind of like sometimes the reason, if you're not getting along with somebody, sometimes the reason is because you're very much alike, but neither party is seeing it. Okay, but once you do realize how much that, it can be very prosperous. And as well, for some of you, you guys are worried about finances. So finances got you worried. Just stop spending. Be creative. Task yourself with consuming less, spending less, being more natural, and then these financial woes can go away. It's like kind of like point zero or base point zero. Just wake up, even if you've got a rainy day fund. Wake up, and say, all right, well, how can I get through the day, enjoy it the most freely, and save the most coin or make more coin? All right. Now, communicatively wise, this is nice. This shows that you guys are going to be very open. This shows that you guys will be harmonizing quite well through the month of August and your birthdays, all right? It's, what you allow, what you don't allow. You're cutting through it all. And people see that. People see that you're communicating that. And it's not like you guys are walled up. It's actually the opposite. People are going to be attracted to this communication energy because it is you cutting through and moving forward. And people are like, I want to follow that. I want to go with that. Or at least I want to take that example that Leo is giving and provide it in my own life. Okay. And project as well, you may find that, the more you're sharing about what you're doing with other people, you can actually just get stuck in and actually have some really good conversations, and keep this level of openness working for you, especially when it's your earth sign, and the air sign that we felt. There could be even a water sign, but there's lots of earth going on here. Um, you know, when they're speaking to you, your open level of intent listening, they'll appreciate that. And then if you're in a conversation a day later, and you felt like you're not being heard, or you're thinking, you can gently remind this person, or coach somebody through how these things of empathic listening, once you're aware of them. Because when you're aware of them, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to make the other people in your environment, or your person, or the person you're trying to get through to see it as well. People take recognition. They unconsciously even understand the difference between conscious listening and just surface listening. And so when you're engaged in those deep levels of deep listening and empathic listening, it'll have no choice but to shift the energy of the relationship or the conversation so that they begin doing it as well, or at the very least begin to watch their words around you. And that's how I feel you guys are like cutting through all the, you guys are just like opening your ears, keeping your ears to the ground, and actually like paying like beautiful one-on-one spirit to spirit attention to these people when they're voicing their things out into the etheric. We've got a reversal on the Four of Swords. So, spiritual matters of spiritual awakening, spiritual enlightenment. Some of our Leos have just asked maybe Source to just like take a break from all of the energy, or saying I need to catch up financially in the world. So, maybe like spending my days in meditation, or all of this advice I get about, like doing what's best for me and entrepreneuring. Some of you might just be like taking a break from it, and that's perfectly fine, Leo, because what it does is like fills up your gas tank. It recharges your battery. And one of these swords here, don't forget, they highlight it in here. It's like shining extra bright, and that would be your Ace of Swords. You remember the old Rider-Waite where the one sword is separated. Here in this deck, what they've done is they've shown a little bit extra glimmer off that sword. So, if your environment around you, if you're having trouble doing things like the reading has mentioned about cutting through and really connecting with people and your projects this month, this is saying like rest into it, but as well, don't become so far detracted that you kind of become apathetic or bummed out, about people not being awake, people not coming around, or people just at the end of the day just not being smart enough to like hang with and that'll happen from time to time. People you meet, each one of us is different. So it's like, yes, make sure you're resting and relaxing into your projects at the end of the day. All right. But again, when we wake up, truth, the guidance is all there. This is about staying authentic to you through the most part, even though sometimes you feel you have to swallow a bit of that down just when you're in social scenes or trying to close a deal or trying to land a job. It's very difficult to do so. But for some of you, that's maybe just what you're like researching and thinking into in your rest and meditative times, okay, or when you're at the library. The library. All right. Justice card reverse coming in. So again, this is about, if injustice is occurring to you, or if you're being tested with injustice, Leo, something doesn't actually like quite seem fair, or quite seem like, it was needed, or it was or it was due. Fight as best you can, but it's very much about knowing, especially for those of you, if you've got a situation with this earth sign where this push and pull takes place, you will have to work. You will have to make the decisions for yourself about what is fine for you in regards to give, what's fine for you in regards to take. Okay, and what's not fine to you in regards to give, and what is absolutely not good in regards to take. All right, so this is active self-work within relationships, so people can merely just observe your progress, and then it will shift their thinking, or it has the ability to shift a situation into your favor. Because if you're dealing with an injustice, or if you're feeling like things aren't so fair, that's why I said right off the top of the reading, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Because look at this story. Somebody comes running back to the castle being like, a great injustice has been done. Well, what does the old king do there? If he's smart in his heart, well, this is what he does. He would first like write down this reading or play it again, but then get yourself up and out. When the going get tough, the tough get going. These knights, if you came across them on the battlefield, absolutely, they would absolutely ruin people. They're strong, they're determined, they're authentic. They've got their sights set now on what the goal of the victory is. There's purpose behind what they do, and they move forward into it. Okay, but it's a point about kind of like just waking that up from your heart. As we see it running down this side, if there's been an injustice done, you can't rest on it. You can't, like, it burns up late at night, keeps you up a little bit, it prevents you from actually getting the satisfaction you need out of life. Make this decision in your heart. Be this king of coins about value, worth, steadfastness, all this stuff, and then call these knights into action. And then this is the shining star of your reading, Leo. Three of Wands, Spirit made manifest, and it's in your willpower area. So you can have it. You have to instigate it. You have to institute it, though. And then you guys will just be pushing through, slicing through, bowling things over. Everybody's going to be looking at Leo, watching them progress, watching them move, and then it becomes a point of attraction. So you could, like, formulate teams very easily for our Leos that are in a point of leadership and nurture and help heal relationships. With the earth sign here, where it could be a lot of, like, push and pull and not knowing, who's the boss, what do they say, who wears the pants, but that's a little bit, old energy, but you know what I'm saying. It takes two to make a thing go right. All right, Leo, that was your reading for today. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give an oracle card for anyone that's made it this long. I'll give you an extra card from this power oracle deck, because I appreciate the watch time. It really helps the channel, and you can help the channel in many ways. Staying to the end, clicking on a card, hitting the like button, all that stuff, hitting subscribe if you like. There's links below to PayPal and Patreon if you are that interested. And if you hit the notification bell, you can be alerted to when we're live, because those streams are a lot of fun, and there's a chance for you to get some one-on-one time there with me, all right? Nice. Look at that. What are these knights going to do when they've finally sliced through the crowd and they've woken up from the victory unscathed? That's right. They're going to go exploring. They're going to be like, what's next? Where are the new areas? You really get a sense of it with this Knight of Wands that's up here. It's like the eve of the battle, and it's all stormy, and you don't even really know where you are. You can't even really, like, see it up too straight, but you know what? You fight your way through the night, the sun comes up in the morning, and it's just like maybe some, like, newfound glory. And glory being balanced out with humility. You guys might be, like, exploring some of those natures where it's like, your powerful, your strong presence. Sometimes when it's like, when the lion is marching super proud, the other creatures have a tendency to, like, kind of maybe duck and hide around a tree. But when the lion's moving out, like, very humbly, stepping softly, with the big smile on his face, the other creatures will just all get in line right up behind the lion, and they'll all go exploring together. All right? So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid of the little things that might make you, when we laugh at ourselves, that's the best kind of healing energy we can do. And exploring those places where we really do just need to, like, take a quick laugh at ourselves for the way things have been, or maybe the way that we've been when it comes to other people and stuff like that. And it's just simple reset points. And if other people just aren't getting it, remember, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And that going part is huge. It's great to explore, but thinking about going to that place is not going to that place. So it's a call to action as well from your Power Oracle card for the month. All right, Leo, it's been a pleasure to read your cards. Have a wonderful August. We'll see you again very soon.